Professor Gurmeet Singh took over the reins of Pondicherry University at a very turbulent time on 29th November in 2017. In the history of a university, 1 year is a very short period to judge the performance and contribution of a Vice-Chancellor. But Professor Gurmeet Singh has bucked the trend and has put the university back on rails and on a development track. Professor Gurmeet Singh is an exemplary leader, great storyteller, finest human being, one of the best teacher with proven track record of scholarly publications. For a professor of chemistry, an ardent academician, and an able administrator from University of Delhi, managing Pondicherry University would not be a great challenge. Entering the turf of Pondicherry University that was going through a disturbed and dormant pace, Professor Gurmeet Singh has trailblazed and heralded significant changes. He took upon himself the challenge of recouping the university from its stagnant non-performance mode. Professor Singh, immediately after joining the university, met the Lieutenant Governor of Union Territory of Pondicherry, its Chief Minister. He called all the faculty members for interactions, non-teaching staff for tete-a-tete, and all students to explain in detail about his plan for the welfare of each of the stakeholders as well as the university at large. He showed immense maturity in doing all this within 2 days. That is something the university has never witnessed so far. Everyone is now feeling confident about the return of glorious days the vibrant university once had. Professor Gurmeet Singh has embarked on a journey in right earnest. He aims to create a functional university, conducive ambience on campus that allows teaching staff to perform to the best of their potential, sports and better health facilities for the well-being of every stakeholders, and a campus full of environmental friendly ambience. What he has done during the last 1 year to the teachers, staff and students of the university is no mean achievement. Let us hear more from him.
Sir, can you please share with us about your education, your background, your interests?
Basically, we were all agriculturists. It was only my father who went into education and then joined civil services. And our family, my father's family, we kept on moving with him wherever he used to be transferred. And ultimately, somewhere around 1958, he was transferred to Delhi. And Delhi being a wonderful city as far as education was concerned, my father decided that, well, we will all continue to stay in that place and he would go on his own wherever he's transferred. And since 58 onwards, we were in Delhi and we were all, my brother and sisters, we were educated in Delhi. When you are able to do fairly good work, I think you need to have support of your family. And I am grateful to Almighty that I have always had full support. My wife is having the same name as mine, and she also is a chemistry professor. She is an associate professor in one of the colleges called Khalsa College at Delhi University. She has been teaching. She is a triple gold medalist. She is a gold medalist in BSc, MSc, MPhil, and she is doing very well. She was awarded by the president as the best teacher when President Kalam gave the awards. I am blessed with 2 kids. Elder of the 2 is a daughter. She did history from St. Stephen's. My son has done BCom honors, then law, MBA finally, did a short stunt in one of the banks as an officer, and then resigned and he's into his own business.
There are many posts that are still lying vacant, even though you have filled many crucial posts such as the registrar, finance officer, etc. So what have you done and what is your future plan of action?
Well, you know, Radhika, when I joined the university, I was rather surprised to see that everybody was working in the capacity of an in charge, which was a little amazing that there were no regular officers in place. And when I started working in my office, I had to clear lots of files every day. So much so that I'll start my work at 9 and then I'll end up the day at 9:30. And this was a practice for the first about 40 days, 50 days. Then I thought that is it that I've come here only for signing files and sanctioning leaves and sanctioning loans to staff members? I'm supposed to be dealing with the academics and I have to give a real flip to the academic work. And I was barely able to come out of my office to see how departments are functioning. Then I decentralized the process. I issued an order that DRs will do the following things, registrar will do the different kind of duties, FO will do various kinds of things. When I called them, they said they will not start taking the responsibility unless the order is given in writing, which came as a pleasant surprise to me, that once I'm saying it should have been carried out. But then I gave it in writing as well, to give them confidence that, well, they need to take responsibilities. Then that lessened my burden to some extent. Then I could move out to the departments. I started moving out to various departments. I'll go inside, interact with students, interact with the non-teaching staff, teaching staffs. I started holding meetings, started finding out what the difficulties were, what were the problems they were facing, what else is needed, what is it that they imagine once they come to Pondicherry University. And I could put in a lot of work here because the atmosphere was very positive. I realized that there are many people who are not in place. So I started looking for good officers. And in the first 5 months, I could have my finance officer here in the university. We could have a good registrar. And both of these are smiling people and they attend to the problems of everyone with a smiling face. And people are happy with their performance. Then the other important positions we could fill were of director studies and director culture. Many other positions we have advertised because I feel that our university is grossly understaffed. There is no doubt about it. So I cannot push my staff beyond a limit. And they have their limitations. They have had a past which was full of turmoil. So I don't blame them, but then I thought it would be a right thing to have all officers in place. For example, you will be surprised to know that in this university, which has a huge campus, 800-acre of lush green campus, there is no assistant registrar estate. Nobody looks after the estate. This is in a very loose manner given to X, Y, Z. Nobody knows what one has to do. So I am going to have an AR estate, I am going to have an ARS research, who will be looking after the international affairs and research. I'm going to decentralize different duties and these will be given to different directors rather than everything coming to my table. My role is going to be that I'll be attending to the academic work. I'll be attending to what is needed in terms of introduction of new courses, in terms of requirement of buildings, in terms of improving the buildings. Most of the buildings are in need of urgent repairs. So I'll start focusing on these areas once I'm relieved from the routine work which I was carrying out so far. But things are in motion now and I suppose we are embarking in a right direction.
So sir, you have brought the university in the right direction in making things happen. Similarly, you're also signing new MOUs with many international institutions so that we can connect with different organizations and take us to new frontiers of expanding our knowledge and learning.
Yes, in continuity of what I've said, I am of the view that in the present day scenario, when the whole world is in your palm, what is being done in Stanford or Cambridge or anywhere in the world, you can always know. So not having any connection with these great universities, not having any knowledge of what is being done at other places, not following or not copying or not interacting with these universities or with their best practices will not take us very far. So I thought that we, in our strong areas, we must interact with other universities, and that is how wherever we had interactions and those MOUs were more or less dormant, I activated those. And wherever there were some good areas in other universities, we got in touch with them and then we signed MOUs. I think as many as 24 MOUs have been signed.
Do you think, sir, that Pondicherry University could contribute to reforms and innovations not only to the country but also globally?
Well, why not? Why not? You know, if you look at some of the recent achievements, one of our faculty got a national award. Not that anybody helped her. She looked at everything on her own, that what is being done in other world famous universities. And she developed everything on her own, and the app that she ultimately designed got her an award from President of India and cash award of 1 lakh. I think she should be too motivated for this after getting this achievement to go for higher pursuits in life. And then there are many other faculty members who have been given a lot of major research projects with a very high funding. So I don't see why should they not be doing very well. And now they are collaborating, which I am encouraging. They should collaborate with the best in the country and best in the world.
What are your plans? What is your vision for the next 4 years?
The campus should be a virtual campus in terms of buildings, infrastructure, academic programs, courses, revision of courses, that all syllabi of different subjects, different courses are going to be relooked at. They will be modernized, that's one. Then certain new courses which are the need of hour shall be introduced. Thirdly, the infrastructures in terms of, we have good campuses, no doubt ours is one of the best campuses in the country, but that needs to be streamlined. The roads have to be improved, the buildings have to be repaired. Last 10 years no repair has been carried out in these buildings. Recruitment of good teachers and introduction of some international programs, international collaborative research.
Sir, it's really nice to meet you today. All of us who are listening to this conversation will get to know the person, the palpable person behind the veneer of a Vice Chancellor, and a life with an energy, with a purpose, sincerity, dedication, discipline, and all the things that you shared with us today. I really hope that all of us will be inspired to cooperate and collaborate to take Pondicherry University forward.
Let me tell you, this Vice Chancellorship, well, I take it as an honor, of course. If I say it's not, I will not be speaking truth. I take it as an honor. But let me tell you that, you know, I treat myself as one among the staff here. And I expect that since I am one among them, they should run with me. They should be equally happy with me. They should cooperate, and they should we should join hands together to achieve whatever we set for ourselves. That is what this Vice Chancellorship is.
We spoke to a cross-section of students, non-teaching staff, faculty members, HODs, deans and administrative officials.
If I'm asked to talk about the positive reinforcements that have happened in the campus within the last year, I think I can actually tabularly calculate them into a few categories. Firstly, I would talk about how the digitization process has been shaping up, especially with the introduction of RAMs, because after that, we don't have to go through the hassle of going to the university authorities and going to the administrative building every now and then for submitting our documents. It can be easily uploaded from our laptops. Secondly, I think the commendable job the university authority has done in terms of the speed with which the thesis gets evaluated. Now, within 1 week of our synopsis, we can easily submit our thesis, and also the vivas are taking place at a much faster rate than previously. Other than this, I think I see a lot of events, academic events happening, a lot of activity. Every now and then there's a new notification on the website. Plus, I have to say about the security within the campus, because it has enhanced greatly now. We feel much more secure. We can't enter the campus without the ID cards. I think these are some of the reinforcements which I have noticed, and I think they are really nice.
The Center for Study of Social Exclusion and Inclusive Policy in Pondicherry University was established in 2009 under the plan scheme of the UGC. It is a very special center because it has an interdisciplinary approach, and it carries out teaching, research and extension activities. In spite of this strength of the center, the funding, being a plan center, was not regular and put the future of the center to doubt. Thanks to the intervention of our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Gurmeet Singh, in the last 1 year, this doubt has been put to the background. He has been very supportive and brought us together in discussing how we could develop the status of the center. Thanks to his encouragement and advice, we have framed a new MA program that would be introduced in the next academic year, an MA program which has an interdisciplinary approach and a great social relevance, a program on human rights and inclusive policy. He has also encouraged to build the funding status of the center, a lot of research collaboration with national and international universities and government bodies.
The university was provided a great leadership of Professor Gurmeet Singh by MHRD about a year ago, and during this period, university has seen considerable development in academic administration. His direct approach towards solving problem by meeting the students, faculty and non-teaching staff has increased confidence of the university stakeholders in the administration.
November 29 is a very important date in the history of Pondicherry University, since it marks the completion of 1 full year of Professor Gurmeet Singh's Vice Chancellorship. Since he has taken charge of the affairs of this university, the fortunes of this university have changed for the better. The national ranking of our university has improved. The faculty, the students and staff of the university have all found the space within which to grow and to improve their academic as well as their professional lives. I think the university stands indebted to Professor Gurmeet Singh for the service that he has rendered during the course of the past 1 year.
He's a very vibrant man. He's a very good leader of the university. Being a management student, I had an experience of organizing a lot of events, and I have seen personally the way Professor has taken on to the dais and the way Professor has inaugurated the event. Recently, I recall my memory of being in Synapse 2018, and he was speaking so vibrantly. He was telling his stories so immensely that everyone was boosted. Not only this, but he has also developed a lot of new things for the campus. Now the campus life is improved, and the way we live on the campus is totally different from which we had in our previous experience. So, and this is my second central universities. I had been to another different central universities, but the experience and exposure which I got in Pondicherry University is totally different. So this is my experience of being a student of Professor Gurmeet Singh sir.
One of the character that attracted me is he will never say no to anything. He is a very, very positive kind of a person, especially in dealing with the faculty and students. And I should, since I happen to be a faculty from the Department of English, whenever I remember him through a quotation from Shakespeare. Shakespeare said that a character is a person framed in the prodigality of nature. That means when nature itself is prodigal, and when nature itself is prodigal, and when a person is created at that time, naturally he will be having all kinds of qualities, positive qualities in him. And our Vice Chancellor is one such person who has all the noble qualities in him.
Once he taken the charge, it's almost 1 year, and under his able guidance, leadership, a lot of changes has happened in the university, starting from the administrative matters, that where the statutory positions has been taken up and the directors have joined, and under the process of that, under his leadership, now the other vacancies will be filled up, specifically the DRs and the ARs, where initiatives have been taken up. And under his leadership, again, it is one of the premier institution and the first one of the first which has taken initiative in preparing the proposal of HEFA, under HEFA, where 387 crore rupees the proposal is given. Once it is accepted by the MHRD, the university will be getting a lot of funding from the UGC and MHRD, where the desired results, the desired intents of the Vice Chancellor will be taken up. And needless to say, he is one of his kind of Vice Chancellor who directly interacts with the students, directly interacts with the teaching, non-teaching staff, which speaks that he is always favorable, he is always taking a right direction in taking the university and understanding the students' views and feelings. And understanding students' views and feelings, we can see the changes in the last 1 year. That last 1 year a lot of changes has happened, but specifically in the last 2 months where 200 PhD vivas was conducted, which is really prestigious, and congratulations to the whole section is under the guidance of the Vice Chancellor. And again, it's point to be noted that under his leadership also, we are given a proposal for 50 crore rupees for the sports grant. That speaks that he is also a sports person and gives importance to the sports. And there are many things which is happening in all the centers, including Port Blair campus, Andaman campus of Port Blair, Karaikal campus, and also the university has taken a lot of, importance where university is planning to have its center in Lakshadweep also, which is important one. And I'm sure that under his vision, we are all there with him. And this next next 4 years is going to be a golden period for the Pondicherry University. And since he is a dynamic leader, under his dynamic leadership, the university will strive to get its best in these years to come. And my best wishes to the Honorable Vice Chancellor. I feel privileged that I am working under him.
As a senior faculty on the campus and currently as Dean of School of Management, I have a very close association with Professor Gurmeet Singh, Vice Chancellor of our university. And I must say that ever since he took over the reins of this university, the university has been on the growth path. Apart from that, he has simplified many of the administrative processes by decentralizing the administration. And so whenever we interact with him, we never feel that we are interacting with the Vice Chancellor, and he is so unassuming and simple and makes us feel comfortable in all our interactions with him.
The past 1 year has been very productive and safe in this university. The problem that faculty members were facing in the previous tenure has now eased out very much, and we are able to concentrate on our research and our teaching in the best way possible. And whenever teachers have any grievances or non-teaching staff have any grievances, the VC listens to us. We are able to, the VC remains very approachable for every one of us, and whenever he listens to us, he addresses that issue in a very best way, in whatever best way it's possible for him.
I am happy to be here as the finance officer of this university, and the new Vice Chancellor, who has taken over a year back, has given us full freedom to function here, and we are now developing more systematic way of functioning, as well as to address the issue then and there. And based on the directions given by the government, we are trying to adopt all the rules and regulations which has been posed on us to function as finance officer, and we are trying to take this university to a greater heights.
Pondicherry University marches forward under the stewardship of our able and energetic Honorable Vice Chancellor Professor Gurmeet Singh. The word Gurmeet means friend of God, and he is a friend, philosopher and guide for all of us who are working here, who are studying here. He has created an ambience to grow along with him. He has got his richest experience from Delhi University, which are recultivated here. We all stand beside him to make the university a pillar, because his democratic approach is based on the three pillars, which are liberty, equality and accountability.
Yeah, for past 1 year, I interacted with Professor Gurmeet Singh, our Vice Chancellor, as a different capacities as a DST Purse coordinator, as an entrance examination coordinator, and also right now as the head of the department. The first thing what I noticed with present Vice Chancellor is a very pro-academic and down-to-earth person, and at the same time, whenever he gives responsibility to any individual, he gives a free hand to that individual, so that that individual can do his duties more effectively.
As far as the examination wing is concerned, the research activities has gained momentum, and all the papers relating to the research scholars have been fully automated, and all initiatives have been taken to ensure that the students qualifies for the degree within 5 months of the submission of the thesis. It is under his leadership the university has been able to declare the results on time and to give away the provisional degrees which had benefited the students to get their employment and to go for higher studies. This has gained appreciation from among the public and all the stakeholders. All the grievances of the students have been attended to immediately, and the convocation is to be held shortly. And for the first time in the Pondicherry University, the Office of the Controller of Examinations has been appreciated by the Academics Council of the Pondicherry University with regard to the innovative and the best practices adopted. But for his leadership, guidance, and the freedom that he has given in the functioning, keeping in view the interest of the system, all this would not have been possible.
After his taking over charge, he has implemented the 7th Pay Commission's recommendations, which is one of the few central universities introduced, and he has implemented. And then 127 faculty members pay fixation, which was pending for quite a long time, about 2 years, were implemented by Professor Gurmeet Singh. The terminal benefits of the non-teaching as well as teaching faculty, which were withheld by the then administration, was kindly released by Professor Gurmeet Singh on sympathetic ground.
We in the Public Relations Wing have recorded all the events on day-to-day basis, both in print and electronic media. Now the entire media has been positively reflecting the happenings in the university over the past 1 year. Secondly, I would say, as the officer in charge of the Public Relations Wing, a historical event that has happened which has not happened in the history of Pondicherry University for the past 33 years. That is, we have introduced the system of release of advertisements at DAVP rates, a direct rate of audio-visual publicity rates. This is 1/10 of the commercial rate. Earlier, we have been spending nearly 2 to 2.2 crores per annum towards advertisements. Now we are spending only 20 lakhs. This is because of the firmness and the vision of our Vice Chancellor, Professor Gurmeet Singh.
It's a very happy occasion that our VC has completed 1 year of his tenure in Pondicherry University. Not only in the field of academics, but he has also praised a lot the people who are there in the field of co-curricular activities, such as I saw him coming to football match, and there was for the first time women football match, and he praised them. And not only that, he even gave them cash awards. And if we talk about other things that he did in Pondicherry University, we see that there were trenches dug and for rainwater harvestment during NARC recognition. So these small things have been taken care by our VC, and it means a lot for this university.
During the last 1 year, more than 100 students have cleared JRF, NET in the campus. More than 24 MOUs have been signed. New infrastructure facilities have been created. With scholarly publications acquiring projects with external funding, the university has now brought back to functional mode after about 5 years. Students, faculty members, and staff members have expressed their full faith and confidence in the Vice Chancellor. At this time, we are reminded of verses from Robert Frost's popular poem, Stopping by Woods on a Snowy Evening. The woods are lovely, dark and deep, but I have promises to keep, and miles to go before I sleep, and miles to go before I sleep.